Hey guys, Gav321 here. This video is going to be on the top 5 features of the Tesla Model Y that differentiate it over the Tesla Model 3. These 5 features are the reasons why I think people will buy the Tesla Model Y over the Tesla Model 3. The same features will also be the reason why I think this car will be the best-selling Tesla ever once the factory reopens. Let's get into the features. So this list is in a particular order, so starting with number 5, we have the Model Y's heat pump. Now the heat pump has to do with efficiency, and I can't really show you it because it's inside the car, but I will show some pictures while I talk about it here in the car. So the Model 3 has a standard induction heater. These are needed in EVs because they don't have engine heat to use to heat the cabin, so they need to have a separate heater, and they're less efficient, which makes electric cars a little worse in the winter. So hopefully this heat pump in the Model Y will make it more applicable in cold climates, making it more available to more people. Elon Musk has called it next level work and saying that the team did a great job well engineering this heat pump in the Model Y and might plan to add it to the Cybertruck and other Tesla models. Being that this is the only Tesla that has it right now, I think this gives an advantage over the Model Y for a lot of people in colder climates if it stands up when we see more testing of it in the winter. Alright, so the number 4 feature in the Tesla Model Y is this panoramic glass roof. Now I would consider this to be one of the best features of the car overall compared to other cars, but since this list is comparing it to the Model 3, I think this feature ranks pretty low on the list because the Model 3 does already have a pretty cool glass roof, as you'll see on the screen here, but the Model Y does not have a bar in the middle, and that makes it really nice for the rear passengers. So the number 3 feature on the Tesla Model Y that differentiates it from the Tesla Model 3 is the Chrome Delete. Now, when I first saw this car last year in March, I didn't realize how cool it looked until number 1, I saw it in person, and number 2, I realized how weird it looks with the chrome. Now, Teslas are pretty stealthy, and this really adds to that. A lot of people do this aftermarket, and it's cool that Tesla finally realized that they should do it from the factory, and it makes the car look so much cooler. The next thing they really have to do is do the gloss black on the inside and make that matte from the factory. That's probably the most common mod on the Model 3 and Y. Everyone hates it, so please do that next. So the only part of the car that actually has the matte is the steering wheels and the trim here. Now the back logo and the front logo are still chrome, and I think that actually looks pretty cool. Some people might wrap that, but from those angles, I think that's still a cool touch. But the side is really where the chrome kind of neglected the stealthiness of the Tesla. Now, also on the door sill, I think it looks super cool. I'll show some footage of that, but these matte Model Y logos, those are pretty cool. That's another feature I wish they'd add to the rest of the Tesla lineup. Alright, so the second best feature about the Tesla Model Y is a feature that comes along with the class that it's in, the SUV compact crossover class. It's the ride height. So this is one of the most popular things, and the reason why the compact crossover SUV is becoming the biggest segment in America for cars, and here's the reason. The ride height is perfect. They nailed it here on the Model Y. When you get in and out, your legs are basically right where they should be. There's no leaning in or getting up like in a truck, and that's why this is one of the most popular classes in America. But the Tesla Model Y does a very good job of this, and that's one of the most important reasons why people are going to want this over the Model 3. And what comes along with that is the visibility out the front when you're in the car. So the seats are on risers. It has a little bit more ground clearance, but it's really just the seats are higher up in the car because the roof's higher. So those are the few reasons why that's my number 2 spot for the best features. All right, so the number 1 feature of the Tesla Model Y over the Tesla Model 3 is the storage capacity. This is another thing that comes along with the SUV crossover segment. But the first thing about the Tesla Model 3 that some people don't like is that the trunk is not electronic. It is in the Model Y, of course, because it's a hatchback. And as you'll see in the footage I've taken, there is a ton of room in here. Compared to regular SUVs that have a gas tank in the rear, there's none of that here. So there's a ton of pockets, 4 total compartments back here that are super deep and much better than regular SUVs. The other thing that comes along with having EVs is a frunk. This takes the Model 3's frunk and just makes it deeper. That allows for things like integrated coolers and integrated storage solutions that'll fit in there. Really nice features to have, and that's why this is the number 1 feature that will sell people over the Model 3 to a Model Y. Alright, so those are my top 5 features of the Tesla Model Y that differentiate it, and the reason why it's going to sell better than the Model 3. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope if you guys have any more ideas, you can leave them down in the comment section of other videos I can make on this car. Some other videos I have coming up is modifications. You might have seen some of it in this video, but trying to get some more modifications because there's some really cool ones you can do for Tesla. And I'm going to be making a video on the top 5 ones, as well as maybe a performance video on this, as mentioned in the previous video. And I'm hoping to make some videos on my car that I haven't shared yet. So I'm excited to do that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.